Boots tap slow on the tavern floor. I scan the room, I've seen this before. Cigarette smolders, the smoke drifts thin. Every glance here knows where I've been. The piano plays soft, like it's holding its breath. Bass rumbles low, promising death. Gin burns deep, my pulse stays calm, while my hand rests easy where I keep my arm. The beat kicks harder, the night turns mean. Every whisper cuts through like a sharpened sheen. Guitar snaps sharp, drums strike fast, like a standoff built not to last. I've seen kings crawl, I've watched gods fall. In this game, you either take it all, and when the fuse is lit, you don't ask why. You just aim straight and watch them die. No fear, no mercy. Gin and gunpowder, smoke in my vein. I dance with the devil in the pouring rain. One hand on the trigger, one hand on the glass. I toast to the future and bury the past. And bury the past. Drop it low, make the room go still. Every heartbeat bends to my will. Then the band explodes like a raging fire, each note climbing higher and higher. Whiskey laugh from the back of my throat. Every promise I've made stays afloat. When the last note fades and the crowd steps back, they all know I don't miss when I attack. Gin and gunpowder, smoke in my vein. I dance with the devil in the pouring rain. One hand on the trigger, one hand on the glass. I toast to the future and bury the past. And bury the past. Every shot I take is the last thing they hear. back till below, the church bell moan. Boots crunch dirt where the weeds have grown. The moon paints silver on a polished gun, and the graveyard waits for what must be done. Guitar hums slow like a funeral hymn. Bass crawls deep, shadows growing dim. A flask of whiskey warms my hand while I mark my ground and I take my stand. Drums hit harder, the night starts to bite. Every tombstone leans in for the fight. The wind cuts sharp, the rhythm runs wild. Every outlaw here was once a child. I've seen the saints sin, the sinners pray, but the dirt takes everyone the same way. So I light my smoke and I count to 10 before hell itself rides in again. This is my ground. This is my ground. I'm the graveyard gentleman, dressed in black. Every name on these stones has my back. With steel in my grip and fire in my breath, I walk hand in hand with life and death. Drop the pace, let the silence grow. Every heart beats loud when you move this slow. Then the band erupts like a thunder crack. Steel on steel and no turning back. The whiskey burns, the smoke hangs low, and I take one step where the cold winds blow. When the dust clears, there's no regret, just another day I'll never forget. I'm the graveyard gentleman, dressed in black. Every name on these stones has my back. With steel in my grip and fire in my breath, I walk hand in hand with life and death. The ground closes, the legend stays. ticking clock. Every drop marks a deal I lost. Coat pulled tight, brim low on my face. I walk slow. This is my place. Boot strike sparks on the black wet ground. Every step weighed by the lives I've found. A match flares bright, the smoke tastes sharp, while the city hums like a mournful harp. Funeral line, bass growls deep in a warning sign. Guitar bands dirty, piano cuts cold, like a promise made in the days of old. Take more than they ever give. You fight for your breath just to live. And when the crowd calls, you answer fast, or your name becomes a ghost from the past. I don't forget, I don't forget. Ashes and iron, blood in my hand. I'm the shadow that rules this land. Every blow I've struck, every fight I've won was forged in the fire. Kings are born. Tension bite like a blade in the dark on a stormy night. The whiskey burns, but it clears my head. Every word I speak leaves a man half dead. One last round, the kind that shakes the underground. And when the smoke clears, you'll understand. I hold this city in my hand. steel or your ash. Fog rolls in like a thief at dawn, covering the sins the street walks on. Boots tap slow on the cobblestone way. Each step a debt I ain't paid yet. The river whispers secrets under the bridge. Cold wind bites from the factory ridge. Cigarette smoke curls up to the lamps, while my shadow stretches across the camps. Snare cracks sharp like a pistol's breath. Bass hums low with the weight of death. Guitar slides dirty, piano strikes clean, like a deal gone wrong in a backroom scene. I've traded my truth for a pocket of lies, shook bloody hands just to watch the rise. Every crown here's built on a bluff, and I learned early kindness ain't enough. I walk alone, but I own the road. Smoke over the Thames, night in my veins. Every street I the king in the rain, and I'll never need while I run this game. Drop the tempo, let the darkness swell like a church bell toll from the gates of hell. Whiskey on my tongue, steel in my coat. Every man's a rival until his throat. One last puff, let the smoke drift wide. Watch it vanish with the turning tide. And when the sun dares to break this night, it'll find me still standing ready to fight. Smoke over the Thames, night in my whiskey. The fog hides many things, but it never hides me. Whiskey swirls with the dust of the day. Every sip burns the guilt away. Streets gone quiet, but my mind's still loud, full of ghosts. I won't speak out loud. The lamplight flickers on the edge of the bar. Smoke hangs thick where the old scars are. Every shadow's a friend, every friend's a threat, and I'm not the kind to forgive or forget. Tempo shifts with a rolling snare, like a gun spun slow in the midnight air. Guitar bites down with a rusted growl, and the piano creeps in with a predator's prowl. I've bled for coins, I've lied for bread. Raise my glass to the living and the dead. Every bet I've made came with a cost, but I drank to remember what I almost lost. I don't pray, I pour. Ashes in my glass, stories in my veins. I toast to the fire that's drop the beat low till the heartbeat sink, like a man on the edge with too much to think. Bass shakes hard like the street outside, while the night pulls in like a turning tide. I light one last match, watch it fade to black, count every face I ain't getting back. And when the bottle's dry and the truth comes fast, there's only me and the ashes in my glass. Ashes in my glass, stories in my veins. I toast to the fire that still remains. Every sip's a sin, every night's a test, but I'll die with the burn sitting in my chest. Here's to the ones I lost, and the man I became. The velvet road swings in a quiet breeze, while the city hums in minor keys. A silver flask hides in my coat, and danger rides every word I wrote. The street lamps hum with a ghostly glow. Every face here's one I know. Cards on the table, still at my side. In this crooked world, there's no place to hide. strikes fire from a shaking grip. The piano jabs like a sharp-tongued lie, while the bass line growls from somewhere high. I've danced with death in a tailored suit, with a rose in my lapel and a loaded truth. Every deal's a step on a breaking floor, and I never blink when they want for more. I play slow, I end quick. Velvet noose wrapped in charm, I pull you close, then do you harm. Silk and steel in a deadly blend. I'm the start, the game, the bitter end. The bitter end. Drop it low, let the tension breathe, like smoke in a room no one dares to leave. The guitar wails like a widow's cry, and the drummer hits like a warning sign. One last nod to the sins I choose before the rope swings on the midnight news. And when they speak of the man they knew, they'll whisper soft, it was me who drew. The glass hits wood, a sharp, slow sound, where whispers die as I turn around. Candlelight shakes on the pistol's chrome. This bar's my cord, this seat's my throne. Gin cuts warm through a winter's bite. Smoke rolls thick in the dim street light. Every man here knows the game I run, and the price you pay when the job's not done. The tempo climbs like boots on stone. Shadows dance as the dice are thrown. A piano creeps in with a sly old tune, while the drummer pounds like a firing platoon. I've walked through hell with a steady grin, bet my life, and I always win. For every foe, there's a card to play, and I never fold till I've claimed my pay. I drink slow, I strike fast. Gin and gunpowder, fire in my hand. Every shot's a promise, every move I plan. In smoke and whiskey, I ride my fate, and I burn the world before I bow to hate. We drop it low, tension thick as rope. Every eye on me, like a hangman's hope. The guitar snarls, the bass line shakes like a duel at dawn, where no one breaks. One last drink as the clock strikes one. The night's still young, but the job's well done. I step outside, and the streets all know where the smoke drifts, my shadow goes. Gin, gunpowder, fire in my hand. Every shot's a promise, every move I plan. In smoke and whiskey, I hits hard on a cobbled street. Gunmetal glints where the shadows meet. My coat's still warm from the last embrace of a deal gone bad in a cold, dark place. Ash drips slow from the end of my smoke. Every drag fuels the fire I stoke. The city sleeps, but I walk awake. Every step's a move, every word's a stake. The ground like a war drum deep with a deadly sound. The lights flare red on the whiskey glass as I tip it slow and let the past pass. Steel in my grip but calm in my eyes. I've learned the truth in a world of lies. You either burn bright or you fade too soon. So I play my game by the smoke and moon. No mercy, no pause. I am my own law. Ashes and iron, fire and will. Every scar a lesson, every kill a thrill. King in the dark, untouched by pain. Drop it low, let the tension bite like a blade that waits in the dead of night. The bass kicks fast, the guitar screams raw. Every note's a strike, every chord's my law. One last toast to the night I own, to the deals I've made and the seeds I've sown. I walk away as the embers die, but my name stays burned in the city sky. Ashes and iron, fire and will. Every scar a lesson, every kill a thrill. Through storms and smoke, I carve my reign. A king in the dark, untouched by pain. Smoke clear, but my rule remains. Smoke curls slow from the end of my cigar. Every drag tastes like the walls I've scarred. Street lamps flicker in the winter's breath. I've shared my drink with the hands of death. Coat pulled tight, boots ring the stone. Every step says I walk alone, but my shadow's long, my name runs deep. Even the wolves give me space to keep. She keeps my secrets in her dark embrace. Piano plays low from the old back room, while I count my debts and seal their doom. Every glass raised is a only fire in my heartbeat. Cigars and vengeance, that's my creed. The sharp mind's edge and the will to lead. Through smoke and blood, I paid my dues. I choose who lose. Let the drums run fast, like a fight that's meant to last. We rise, we strike, we own the street. With every heartbeat pounding heat, asphalt slow on my tailored vest. The devil's handshake feels like rest. One last puff, then the game begins. In a world of wolves, I keep my Cigars and vengeance, that's my creed. A sharp mind's edge and the will to lead. Through smoke and blood, I've paid my dues, and I never lose. I choose who lose. Light it. Amen. Top hat tilted, coat cut fine, boots crunch gravel on the death yard line. Silver watch ticks in the midnight air, but the faces I meet don't dare to stare. Gravestones lean like old drunks asleep. Secrets they swore I still keep. A rose in my hand, a flask in the other, to toast the dead, my long lost brother. Cane hides the blade I keep for those who wake when they should sleep. Every shadow bends when I pass through. Even the dark knows what I'll do. Dance with ghosts under the moon's pale flame, and they whisper back when I call their name. I walk alone, but I don't fall. I made my peace with death's call. I tip my hat to the ones who stone road, where names fade out but the legends grow. Whiskey on lips, ashes on the ground. I speak in silence, but it makes a sound. The graveyard sleeps, but I remain, a gentleman forged in shadow and pain. Graveyard gentleman, dressed to kill, with a smile that's sharp and a heart of steel. I tip my hand to the ones who've gone, then light my smoke and I carry on. Some men fear the dark, smoke curls slow from the edge of my lips, whiskey glass heavy in my callous grip. The fire in my chest ain't from the drink, it's from the names carved deep in my ink. The streetlights flicker like a dying flame, every shadow here knows my name. Boots on the boards, each step a vow to settle the score, starting right now. The clock strikes 12, the rain runs red. Another poor fool sleeps cold in his bed. I deal in truths they don't wanna hear, the kind that leave a man crippled with fear. A sharp blade hums, the brass knuckles gleam, like bad memories from a fevered dream. Cigars and vengeance, that's my creed, and I'll never stop once I plant the seed. I don't forgive, I don't bend, every debt gets paid in the end. Cigars and vengeance, lit in the dark, every puff's a promise, every wound's a mark. The smoke rolls thick, the fire burns slow, and the devil's right there, but he nods hello. The music swells like a rising storm, heat in my veins, ice in my form. One last drink, one last breath before I waltz with the hands of death. The streets streets will talk when the night is done, about the man who walked in and left with none. Cigars and vengeance written in flame, and the city will choke on my name. Cigars and vengeance lit in the dark. Every puff's a promise, every wound's a mark. The smoke rolls thick, the fire burns slow, and the devil's right there, but he nods hello.
Breathe deep.
Let the night cold wind cuts their alley spine. Footsteps echo like a warning sign. My hand rests heavy on the iron I trust. In this city of rot, power or dust. Gin on my breath, steel in my coat. Every word I speak is a Leadville note. The church bells ring, but they're ringing for sin. I was dead inside long before I walked in. Set in a room dim lit, with faces that lie and knives that fit. Deals are made when no truth survives. the shadowed hall. Gin, guns, and graves, that's the game I play. Where the night decides who walks away. I don't break, I don't pray, and I'll die the same way. Gin, guns, and graves in the heart of the fight. Every bullet's of us in the song of the night. Smoking my lungs, dirt on my hands. I'm the king of the graves in these broken lands. The gunfire fades, but the whispers remain. Like ghosts in the walls, calling my name. I light one last smoke, take one last sip. Smile at the blood on my pistol's grip. This city sleeps under my cold command. Every soul here knows who runs this land. Gin, guns, and graves carved deep in the stone. And every crown's bought with a bullet alone. Gin, guns, and graves in the heart of the fight. Every bullet's of us in the song of the night. Smoking my lungs, dirt on my hands. I'm the king of the graves in these broken lands. The night swallows all, but my name stays.
Cold wind cuts through the alley spine. Footsteps echo like a warning sign. My hand rests heavy on the iron I trust. In this city of rot, power or dust. Gin on my breath, steel in my coat. Every word I speak is a lead-filled note. The church bells ring, but they're ringing for a sin. I was dead inside long before I walked in. Deals are made where no truth survives, and every toast costs another man's life. Cards flip fast, the money grows tall, but the real bet's played in the shadowed hall. Gin, guns, and graves, that's the game I play, where the night decides who walks away. I don't pray, and I'll die the same way. Gin, guns, and graves in the heart of the fight. Every bullet's a verse in the song of the night. Smoke in my lungs, dirt on my hands. I'm the king of the graves in these broken lands. The gunfire fades, but the whispers remain, like ghosts in the walls calling my name. I light one last smoke, take one last sip, and smile at the blood on my pistol's grip. The city sleeps under my cold command. Every soul here knows who runs this land. Gin, guns, and graves carved deep in the stone, and every crown's barred with a bullet alone. Gin, guns, and graves in the heart of the fight. Every bullet's a verse in the song of the night. Smoke in my lungs, dirt on my hands. I'm the king of the graves in these broken lands. The night swallows all, but my name stays. thunder in the bar, the kind of night you know who you are. Ash falls slow from the tip of my cigar. Every drag writes a line in another scar. Boots on the table, my chair leans back, watching every move in this smoky shack. The band plays low, the crowd speaks less. In this game, silence always says the rest. Whiskey burns deep, but it keeps me warm, like a coat you wear through a coming storm. Knuckles are raw from the fight last night, but my eyes still shine in the pale street light. A deal's on the table and the stakes are high. Every man here knows who will live or die. Cigars and blood, that's the creed I keep, and the secrets I guard them deep. I don't fold, I don't plead, I write my law, I plant my seed. Cigars and blood in the heart of the rain. Every sin I bought, every truth I've slain, with the smoke in my lungs and the night in my veins, I'll rule this town till nothing remains.
man sweats, I never lose. To a man with regrets, the final draw, the steel comes out. No one dares to scream or shout. In the end, we all pay in the mud. Some with gold, others with cigars and blood. Cigars and blood in the heart of the rain. Every sin I've bought, every truth I've slain, with the smoke in my lungs and the night in my veins, I'll rule this town till nothing remains. Boots scrape wood, floorboards groan. Every step says this is my throne. Cigar tip glows in the dim lit haze, while the band plays slow in a crooked daze. Steel in my side, hair never shakes, in a city that feeds on the deals it makes. Faces hide in the backroom dark, but I see every flame before it sparks. The whiskey bites, but I drink it clean, washing down every fight I've seen. Cards on the table, guns in the air. Life ain't fair, but I never care. Smoke curls up
dances in the light, a promise of trouble before the night. One wrong glance and the mood turns cold. In this game, the brave die young, the wise die old. I don't flinch, I don't yield. My word's the law, my hand's the shield. There's smoke and steel running through my veins. Every deal I've made, every scar remains. In the darkened halls where the shadows kneel, I rule this night with smoke and steel. Steps grow louder, the crowd parts ways. They've heard my name in the old street place. One last toast to the life I choose. Every win I take, every war I lose. Then the door swings wide, the cold comes in, the night begins where the lights grow thin. And I walk on slow, nothing left to feel, just the crown I wear of smoke and steel. Smoke and steel running through my veins. Every deal I've made, every scar remains. In the darkened halls where the shadows kneel, I rule this night with smoke and steel. Boots on wet stone, fog in the lane. Every man here knows my name. Head low, coat swaying in the breeze. Trouble walks in every time I please. The glass hits the table, amber swirls slow. Deals get made where the dark winds blow. Smoke curls up, hides half my face, while I play this game at my own damn pace. The band plays low, brass soft and mean. Shadows move slick where the light's too thin. Every eye here waits for my hand to tip the scale or command the stand. They know my rules, they know my style. Every wrong move comes with a trial. I raise my glass, the silence falls, 'cause they've heard the echo of my calls. I don't kneel, I don't beg. Every road I take, I defend. Whiskey crown, king of the haze. Every scar I've earned is the price I pay. I'm the shadow in the room, the steel in the sound, and the last man standing wears the whiskey crown. Cards turn slow in the backroom heat. Every heartbeat matches the drum's slow beat. A toast to the deals, the friends I've kept, and the sins I've buried, the nights I've slept. But when the fire roars and the stakes get high, I'll call your bluff with a steady eye. In this smoky throne, I hold my ground, forever crowned in the whiskey crown. Whiskey crown. empty, but the crown stays mine.